I'm Forrest Carter, and I'm part of the Bounce Back Nation. Growing up, I've always been an athlete. You know, I can still remember the first time I ever touched a football. It's one of the greatest feelings ever. And like just watching it and just like starting to learn the sport. It's like around second grade. And then I joined tackle football when I was in third. I didn't play much. Me and my dad work on catching a lot. I wasn't good at catching. He'd get really mad. And but you know, I finally picked it up and it was cool. And then fourth grade year, that's when I really started balling. When I was at running back, you know, I started playing, and then like by the end of that, you know, like fourth grade year, like, you know, Pop Warner, I'm really feeling myself at this point. I'm probably the greatest person to ever play this sport. And and then fifth grade, you know, I kept doing the same thing. And then after those like 3 years, and then sixth grade came along, and I was doing practices, and like one day, like I honestly just didn't want to go to that practice, and like I don't know what I was doing. I told my mom like I just didn't want to go, and then like she just told me I should just take a year off, because I don't know, she's like, because I don't think she felt like driving me there every day, and but she's like just take a year off. So I did, and I came back, you know, and I switched and I started playing quarterback. It was in seventh grade. It was kind of more of a joke than anything, because I wasn't really taking it seriously. But I was pretty good at quarterback. My dad used to be a quarterback. He was all right, but it was fun. And then but then eighth grade, once I went back to running back, like I wasn't the same as like I used to be. And like I didn't score a single touchdown that year. I mean I had my few good runs, and I'm like, all right, next year. So ninth grade, freshman year, I go, and same result. I wasn't scoring. I'm not really gonna blame the coaches. I just wasn't in my like same, you know, like swagger mode. Like, you know, let's go out and do this. Like that year off, I feel like really affected me. And then 10th grade year, JV here at Taft High School. Didn't score at all that year too. And as a running back, I mean, you need to score. Like what am I doing? What did I spend the whole year doing? I was just, and like it really upset me to that point. That's when I was getting really upset. Just like the 3-year build of just like me not being like, you know, I didn't think I was good enough at the sport that I love to do. And I just kind of broke down one night just thinking about it. Like, what am I doing here? And you know, I prayed about it, and then I finally, you know, I talked to my dad, and like, we realized that I just need to get my confidence back up. Like, I knew I had the ability, I wasn't doing something on the field. Like, I didn't have that, you know, that extra spark what I used to have. And so we started working, you know, off season and all that, you know, just training drills, getting back into my like awareness of the game. And then the last year we just finished my 11th grade year. I went back to it. I started balling again. I mean, I had a small injury that affected me for like 4 weeks, but once I came back, boom, started breaking runs, started running like I used to. And like once that started scoring touchdowns, once that happened, all of a sudden the spark went off in my brain, like, okay, this is me. I'm finally back. And, you know, it still upsets me that it took 3 years to do it, but that's me bouncing back as I'm going into my senior year. I'm trying to get some D1 looks. I'm trying to go to Ohio State, and I'm not trying. I will, and you know, I'm gonna bounce back. You know, I'm gonna do what I was doing back when I was little, back when I remember, and you know, this is what I want to do, and I'm gonna do everything I can do, you know, to get to where I want to be in the upcoming years. So I'm Forrest Carter. That's my bounce back story.